Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today is Michelle Smeltzer. Today we're going to talk about thermal shelter.
Yes, we are.
It's like that time of year again.
It
and
is.
When the weather turns a little cool, we know that we'll be talking about the thermal shelter.
Yes, it
So,
is.
when does it open?
So this year we're opening early on December 2nd at 6 p.m.
That's like this weekend.
That is not this weekend.
Oh, the weekend after.
It's the weekend after, yes. Don't give me a heart attack yet.
Yeah, I was thinking that's a Christmas parade. Mark
Right.
and I will be downtown. Yes.
Yes, we open the night of the Christmas parade. So, we're really looking forward to it. We'll be open for 18 weeks this time, which is a little bit longer
When
than
does that
last
go
year.
to? I can't figure that date in my head. When is that?
That
go?
would be April 6th. It's
April
a
6th.
Saturday. We'll be closing that Saturday.
Yeah, well, normally it's nice by April.
Yes, hopefully it will be. And hopefully we won't have too cold of a winter, but I don't know. It's getting a little chilly now. So
Yeah. They're all predicting big snow.
I know.
But, weathermen, they can be right or wrong. If they're wrong, they always have an excuse when it doesn't happen.
Right.
Well, the Nino winds and the...
Right, the El
Neptune
Nino
did
and
that.
El Nino, and right.
So they always have an excuse. So what's new for this year? Anything?
We're at the Front Royal Presbyterian Church again.
That worked out really well, didn't it?
That has worked out great.
Yeah.
With that, they have a great space for us. So we're really fortunate to be able to stay there. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Have you got all your volunteers and your staff all lined up?
We have our staff all lined up. We have a lot of volunteers, but we don't have everything covered yet. We really are in need of people who would be willing to give up some time to help us with laundry. So we have money to pay for the laundry, but we just would like to have a couple people every Saturday come in and do our bedding.
Right.
And that's taking
not laundry for your guests, but
no,
laundry
they'll do their own laundry.
Right.
But the bedding, so it's quite a few. It can be up to 6 maybe of those big laundry bags full of bedding. But that would be really helpful if we could get a couple people just to come on Saturday morning and pick that up and go down to Spot Laundry, and we have the cards. So, and we'll have the detergent and everything you need.
Right, just need the time to sit there and watch
someone,
the thing go around.
And then they do it fast.
Yeah.
That laundromat, I'm sure all
big,
laundromats,
right,
but it's big, it's nice, and it's quick. It's surprising how fast that gets done.
You need a couple hours to go down there. You can do a lot of laundry. We can do it
Right.
like all
You
of
do it all at once.
Yeah,
You do it all at once, and then bring it back to the shelter, and that would be a huge help if we could get that. But we have, I think we have the whole month of December already lined up with all the dinners.
Right.
And
we're getting our community partners to help you out there. So who do we have there?
So we have the Front Royal Rotary is doing one night the first week of a month. The Masons are doing a night. They've been doing that for the last few years. And then, all the churches, of course, have picked up a week here. Some churches do 1 week. Some churches have done 3 weeks at different, 1 week a month or something. Sure. So most of the churches now have picked up their weeks. And then we have individuals doing it. And I believe that the Elks were talking to me about picking up a couple nights, and different organizations. The Elks have been wonderful to us this year. They've been great.
They're the unsung heroes of our community, because they do not like to be in the limelight, so to speak. And but they're always great. They do a lot. I don't think people really know all the great things that the Elks do.
Oh, they do a lot of
a lot of things. Well,
they do
all the organizations. I know the Rotary does. The
right.
Kiwanis, they've done so much, and Elks.
Right. And I'm with the Warren County Rotary, and they're very supportive too. I don't want to leave you out.
Yes. Rotary, and Rotary and International,
right?
They always kick in. I think too. They're able to match some funds, and
there's grants and
grants.
Stuff like that.
They're just really good about raising money.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
That's something you can always use.
We can always use money. Yes.
What kind of things that individuals can help you out with? I know, like last year, you needed little snacks or some little goodies for the lunch.
Right.
So how's that work?
So this year we've been really fortunate. We were able to get a grant that is just for food items, not perishable food. So we still have to buy milk and stuff like that. But this grant will pay for bread and bagels and some cereals, more healthy things.
Sure.
Cans of Chef Boyardee, because some of them like to come in and just have something like that to warm up real quick.
Sure.
Tuna packets, little lunch things that they can take. What it doesn't cover is the sugar snacks. So
the stuff everybody wants.
But things I love. Right. So like the Little Debbie snacks, things like that. Would you want little sweet little treats?
That you stick in, because you actually make a lunch there for them in the morning when they leave. Right. You give them lunch.
Yeah,
right?
Well, we have them. We've gone from making it for them to leaving stuff out to let them pick what they want, because we don't want to waste anything. So, so we still will need like those type of things, Little Debbie snacks, more any kind of sugary cereal. They don't want to. That doesn't count, like Fruit Loops or Captain Crunch or whatever. I don't eat those either, but
right.
But like we can buy. And
you want, and so when that's done, do you like big boxes or do you want individual boxes?
It can be both.
Okay.
It can be both big boxes or individual. We have dispensers for cereals if we have, big bags or boxes of it.
Oh, you got everything.
So, any, the Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and 7-Eleven were able to go in the evenings and pick up some leftovers from them. So we're hoping to get some sandwiches maybe from Starbucks that we can give out and things like that. So I think, we're doing really pretty well on the food. We don't, of course, have any fruits. We don't have bananas or like the clementine oranges and stuff like that. They like those, and they love bananas. But...
So what you really need is volunteers to help you.
Yeah, I'd love that. Volunteers, we need van drivers, someone that's willing to go. It takes like maybe 45 minutes out of your day to go, come get the van, take it to the gazebo area, pick them up and bring them back. And depending on how many people we have, we might make 2 trips. But it's probably not even a mile. And we do have some nights that are available. Mostly the weekends are lighter on volunteers than the weekdays. So volunteers would be great.
Got plenty of opportunity for people to help. So you're looking for something, and you don't have to sign up for the whole season.
No, you can sign up one time.
One time,
right. So so volunteers is really important. We have some that come like the same day. Every Monday they'll be there. Every Tuesday they'll be there. To help serve or serve dinner.
There's always something to do, isn't there?
There is always something to do. So, and we are also looking for, we just had a large donation of Dunkin' Donut, little $5 gift cards that we can give out. With the weather predictions, there's going to be many mornings that we are closing at 7 a.m. where it is freezing outside. And so we would like to be able to hand them all a $5 gift card to McDonald's, to Burger King. And so they have somewhere to go for a little while, get a cup of coffee or something to get out of the cold.
As long as they're sipping the coffee, they don't.
I know. I think to get something.
They got to learn all the tricks, don't they? Yeah.
So we are looking for like McDonald's and Burger King, little small gift cards like that. I know that's $5 is kind of expensive, but if you only do a couple of them, or
it all adds up.
Yeah, so that's that, and trash bags. We need those.
Okay.
So 13-gallon and 30-gallon trash bags.
Okay.
Those are some.
We'll put the list up here in the story, so the information where people can go and help donate to that. It's a good cause. You've been doing this for
a few years now. Yeah. So another thing, which is it hasn't really been out there yet because we're in the process of changing, but we're changing our name.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Always got to have a new name. So what's on the drawing board?
So we're changing it to, I need to read it because it's hard to remember now, Hope and Rest Temporary Shelter. Okay. So that gives us the opportunity to expand our mission from a thermal shelter
which is just during the cold.
Just cold, to maybe a cooling shelter. Maybe we can have some kind of a day cooling shelter when it's really hot in the summer or something like that. We just wanted to be able to expand that mission, and it might not happen. It's not going to happen this year. It might not happen next year, but somewhere down the road, maybe we'll be able to do that. So you'll be seeing some changes. Our website will eventually change, and and all that. But that's the new name of it.
So just express a little bit, how your system works and how DSS helps people like that in that situation. Because I know that you just don't, they have other needs.
Yes.
And you help them get back up on their feet sometimes, don't you?
We try, yes. So the shelter is its own entity. It's not run by DSS. It's not run by DSS. It's not run by the county. It's not run by the town.
They don't really get any money from.
Then we don't get money from any of those. But what DSS, we do share the same clients, I guess. So, and what I do with social services, I work with our homeless all year, pretty much. Nicole and I both work at DSS, so we both work with them. And we really try to, if they need assisted living, because we have a lot of older homeless. Mm-hmm. So if they need assisted living or long-term care or, anything that DSS can help with, we try to connect them with those resources. So if we have someone that needs assisted living, we would kind of connect them with our adult services department. Of course, if anyone comes in, we always make sure they have SNAP and Medicaid if they don't. Sure. And they, we have them, fill out the applications for that. And whatever other services that we may have that they could use. And then we also have a small food pantry at social services. And we give out, during the summer, we give out tents and sleeping bags, things like that to help them out. We gave out more tents and sleeping bags this year than we ever have. We're working with a lot more people, over 100. Over 100 people have come through our doors this year that are either in their car or just unhoused. Sure. These are not people living in motels or anything like that.
That would add another.
So that's another group, and then people, couch surfing and all of that. So I anticipate this year being seeing larger numbers. Last year, we had 85 people come through, 85 individuals come through the shelter, and I anticipate that to be higher this year.
Yeah, especially if the weather gets a little colder.
Yes. Last year was very mild. Mild. So, this year, if it is as cold as they say it's going to be.
Snow will drive them indoors, I'm sure.
Yes. It is miserable out there.
I know you really work hard at this. All your volunteers do, and people have taken this on as a mission. And I've seen that a lot of people have really bought into it, and from day one. Yeah,
we have a lot of
the
support.
Same people every year are coming back to help you. And I know and it's great that we have places like the Presbyterian Church, because that's the hardest thing, is finding the facility.
Right. That is so hard.
We run into that. I know you've tried other things throughout the years in different places, and you either get shut down by the county or by the town or the neighbor or somebody,
Yeah, everyone's been, our community has been super supportive. We have, I have friends that have been super supportive. We have a very supportive board. We have, quite a few, not quite a few, 5 board members, 6 board. We have a small board. But, everyone works really hard to keep this going every year.
Right. So, are donations to the thermal shelter tax deductible?
So the Hope and Rest, yes, make it payable to Hope and Rest Temporary Shelter, or our acronym is HEARTS.
There you go. I knew there would be one.
So you can make payable to that, and we have PayPal are hooked up already, and our P.O. Box is 454, which is the same. Everything's the same. People are the same. Sure. Our employees, we have the same employees coming back again this year. So we've had employees that have been with us 3 and 4 years. That's good. So it's.
So tell us the dates again.
So we open on December 2nd at the Front Royal Presbyterian Church at 6 p.m. Dinners are going to be around 6:45, 7 o'clock. Will be served. And even if you don't want to stay at the shelter, if you're not comfortable, because some people are not, I encourage people to come and get a hot meal there, because we welcome anyone to come in and get a meal. And if you don't want to stay because you're not comfortable in a shelter environment, and like I said,
some people that may have shelter but are lacking in the meal area.
Well, if you have a place to live, then there's the to-go meals at the First Baptist Church Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it amazing? Our community has just really come together. I know during COVID, the schools give out thousands. I don't know, they give out, they said like 200,000 meals or something over the period, and they were very active in it. And you guys did those food programs. There's no there's no reason to be hungry.
There are a lot of food. There's a lot of food out there, I think. I mean, but sometimes it's hard to get to. Some people have transportation issues.
That's always an issue, is transportation. As you get older, it's harder. It's harder.
Yeah. And our seniors, I mean, I just, being around this and working in social services, you really see a lot of our seniors really doing without, because they can't get out, or they just don't have the money. Everything's gotten so expensive, and their income is basically staying the same. Right. So,
yeah, I can remember I delivered some meals and things and food items, and you go to somebody, and people one time I went to actually somebody I knew quite well. I see them all the time, and I said, well, I haven't seen you around for a few months. I'm kind of wondering where you were, And they were homebound. Oh, one had a knee replacement, and that didn't go too good. Another one hurt their back, and then they're getting a little older, and they were literally housebound.
Right.
And made a
and
big
if you
difference.
don't have
all those
family
medical
around,
things tacked into their income, and it was it was a struggle.
Yeah. So our homeless just aren't young people with some issues. There's a lot of older people with that are lacking the income.
Well, we do appreciate everything you do, and this job and your other multiple jobs you have. Michelle wears so many hats.
One paying job.
But you have a lot of non-paying jobs around the community, and we appreciate that. Well, so we will see you maybe if after you open, and let's get back together in a couple of weeks, see how it goes. Just before the holidays, and maybe as a great Christmas gift, you can give a gift to the thermal shelter or to Hearts.
Yeah, to Hearts. Yeah, we'll have to get used to saying that. I'll be messing that up for a long time.
But either by volunteering or some little, green will go a long way. You'll take a little cash check, PayPal, whatever. So check it out. We'll put all the information below in the story, or you can go to the website and your web address and Facebook,
so the thermal shelter at Front Royal is still up. At the website for the new name is heartsofwarren.org. And that takes you to the thermal shelter site, which has not been updated.
Well, we'll put all that down. It's great. Again, Michelle, thank you so much for coming in, keeping us posted on the thermal shelter.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Sure, appreciate it.